Okay, YouTube, welcome back to Phent Noobs, Roll the Tanks with the Flying Phent. This is the last episode of the series, episode number 300. And I came to a bit of a realization. I am absolutely a wallet warrior. If you take a look, don't count the three tanks that are going away when 9.6 comes out that were here for the winter event, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 normal tanks. And if we look at premium tanks, I have 1, 2, is it even all of them? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 premium tanks. So I'm definitely a wallet warrior. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I picked up some new tanks because, honestly, making money. I was like, you know, the big thing for me right now is making money. It's hard to make some money. So I wanted to pick up some new stuff. Plus, I wanted to do something special for this episode. A lot of the tanks that I buy, I've bought because I thought they would be interesting for the series, with the exception of the Fury, which was the first one I got. And I thought it would probably be the only premium I bought, but it turns out that the last few months have been pretty good for me financially, so I've had some extra cash, and I thought, why not? And it always kind of helped punch up the series. Now, the new ones I picked up the Jagdtiger 88, the 88 centimeter Pack 43, basically a German premium tank destroyer. It's a bit of a beast. It's got a fast reload speed. It's a little slow. Armor's pretty good on the front, but the sides and rear are less than desirable, and even from the front, most things it's going to face are going to penetrate. It is tier 8, which means good money-making potential. And because they're premium, it sees premium matchmaking only 8 and 9. I played it a few games. You can see I got a 25% win rate in it. Not fantastic. I played a lot in the morning, though. And I've come to realize that in the morning, there are a lot more good players on. I don't know why that is, but that just seems to be the case. The other thing, I just picked it up just today, is the Lura. I have not played a game in the Lura. I have never seen this thing in action. But it looks like an amazing tank. I'm going to go ahead and turn on Accelerate Crew Training because it's premium and I don't need the cash. I've also got it turned on the Jagdtiger. So let's start off today with a battle in the Lura. Let's just go try and wreck some face with a 55% trained crew in a Lura, in a tank I have never played before. I did do some reading on it. I have some basic concept of kind of how it works. Apparently it's more of a sniper tank. It's a heavy tank, but it's not a brawler, so we'll have to bear that in mind. Speed is not great, but not bad for a heavy. Oh, and the volume's down because I was playing a little bit yesterday. Let me turn it back up there for all of you folks. We've got another map spammer. And we're off.
Time to roll out.
14-second reload speed. I'm not a big fan of that. You know, turret traverse is pretty good. That's nice. And it looks like about 20 kilometers per hour is what I have to look forward to, which isn't... Oops, sorry about that. Which isn't super fast, but... I mean, it's not super slow. What are you doing, Centurion? I'm not a big fan of that reload speed. Definitely want to get a rammer on this thing. Drop that down another second and a half almost. You know, there's a lot of heavies going that way, so I'm going to turn left here. Left. I'm going to turn right here. We got a Jag Panther, IS-6. Some other guys headed out that way. Gonna have to widen out to get around everybody. Well, the gun sounds really cool, if gun sound means anything. much damage it does.
Critical hit.
You know, I'm too slow to get over on that flank, so it's just the reality of it. Someone else is gonna have to go cover that flank that fell.
Ready to fire. They're knocked out.
All right. Now we'll head out this way. Hopefully get in towards the enemy cap circle. Some enemy artillery.
Enemy armor is hit.
Aww.
One of our tracks is damaged.
And his reload's worse than mine, so... Oh, and there we go, and he's dead.
That one didn't go through. Permission to engage.
Pretty sure the T-29 is going to beat me in a slugfest here. Unfortunately.
Target unlocked. Penetration.
I really wanted him to just gun mantle it.
Critical hit.
Commander's Copula might be worthwhile aiming for. Just try and put him...
Ready to fire. Bail out.
Yeah, last thing if we can put him between... So what's the Pershing drove into... Oh, he's still alive. Wow, that's amazing.
Let's go. We're immobilized.
Yep, that's exactly what we do. Report him for unsportsmanlike conduct. Alright, there we go. Oh, who's still alive? Oh, whoever it was is dead now. A lot of people do it. What kind of an answer is that? You do something that you know is cheating, and your reason on why it's good, okay to do is because a lot of people do it. I don't follow that logic. All right. Oh, and of course I did not do any of this stuff. Oh, I certainly don't want to put. Fine. We'll stick with what they gave me by default. And I didn't realize I didn't have any of this configured. It's a good thing I didn't get damaged anywhere or caught on fire. Okay, I'm gonna do another Lura. Because I myself have seen the Jagdtiger. So let's go. Good. Good. The nice thing with having the Lura now is I pretty much have a premium tank in all the categories for lines that I'm moving up that have premium tanks available, if that makes any sense. So for crew training, I kind of have everybody now, which is great. I also plan, now that the series is over, and I don't need to try and fit stuff into 1 or 2 episodes, I'm probably going to go down more tank lines. So I'm going to have more normal tanks than I do right now as I go. But it was one of those things where I was like, you know, I want to do something special, but the problem is at World of Tanks at my level, like I can't really start a clan and get strongholds going because I don't really know that many people. I've got less than 2,000 battles, which is not a huge amount. So the only thing I can do that's really special is to do a different class of tank, which I already play them all, or new tanks that no one has ever seen, which, you know, when you're talking about being a noob at something, really means moving up. Where are you going, Waffen? Everybody's going that way. Everyone is going that way. All support others. There's also a Pershing.
Enemy armor is damaged.
That was a nice damage roll, 327. There's a Pershing, there's a T-34, there's all kinds of tanks out there.
Penetration.
There's no artillery, which is nice.
Penetration. We're immobilized.
Well, let's get that track fixed, because I'm taking some damage.
Damaged. Enemy is hit.
Ah, and tracked. Beautiful. So I got some points from that kill as well, because I had tracked him. I don't think that ARL can see me. And of course, I can't see him either.
Enemy armor is destroyed. The turret is jammed.
However,
Ready to fire.
SU-152 has come around behind me. How that happened, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, all the mediums moved out. Well, mediums, that was not particularly helpful.
Target unlocked.
I can't... Ugh.
Target acquired.
Is my turret still broken?
We fixed the turret,
There we
but
go.
it's still not turning very fast. Enemy armor is damaged.
Dang it.
This vehicle is heading.
Well, I did 2k damage. That's something. I feel sorry for this Type 62 though. All by himself. Could go either way still. Since the flank has fallen, they could easily come around and get in behind us. But let's go ahead then, and we'll try the Jagdtiger that you guys haven't seen, which I have. Nice rate of fire on this thing. I really like it for the amount of damage it can deliver and whatnot. Really nice rate of fire. I'm almost never on the attack here. There is artillery. An M44 and a Lorraine 155.
Let's go.
It's too bad. This would be a lot more fun, I think, if there's no artillery. Given that I'm in a Jagdtiger. A Jagdtiger. Can't even talk, apparently. Comet going up the middle, but we do have a KV. Is that a KB5 or? Yeah, I think it's KB5. These guys really gonna push around? It's cool if they want to. I'd just be surprised if they did. I will say one thing I've noticed between the SU-100Y and this Jagdtiger, I have definitely learned that I do not know a lot about tank destroyers insofar as how to play them. Most of my tank destroyers, I shouldn't say most, but I mean, like my American line I'm working on is turreted. So playing these non-turret tank destroyers is something that I definitely need work with. So I got a win there on Serene Coast. I'm very interesting to see how our good friend, the mouthpiece there, McCoyan, how he did exactly. Oh yeah, they got a Jagdtiger 88 as well. Okay. As much as I'd love to try and get a beat on him, I do not want to expose myself too much because, as discussed, there is artillery. We'll see if we can... I know he's here. Of course, I've left the position where I actually had a shot on him. At this point, I say we just push. Move into the cap. We are the attackers, so if we start capping, they have to move back to come get us. Guy was killed by a Rheinmetall Borsig, who's probably, I'm gonna guess, is probably over on that side. But that would be 100%. No, I didn't even get a shot. There's the Rheinmetall Borsig. Lorraine 155 is up there as well. Well, I might as well go and get cap points, because I don't think I'm going to do anything else. The way this battle is shaping up. Oh, I actually have a shot on the IS-3 here.
We didn't even scratch them.
And didn't penetrate it. Ah, tragic. You're not in the cap circle there, Tiger, if you didn't know.
Enemies hit.
There we go. Oh, I'm stuck on a rock.
Our main gun is damaged. It's working, but not very well. They killed our driver. We're covering his position, but not very well. The radio man is bleeding. We can't rely on him.
And their artillery was who plunked a good round on me, not their Rheinmetall.
Ready to fire.
Then here comes the IS-3. Oh, the Lorraine has moved.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Crap. Well, I'm dead now.
We're dead for. Everyone get out.
The Lorraine has repositioned to actually get a shot on me, which we should have known was going to happen. They might actually turn that around. We had it in the bag, but I think they're going to turn it around. Which, hey, good for them. Yeah, I want to take a look at this. I want to see how that guy did. No, I did nothing, he says, and I did 500 more damage than him with the same number of kills. What a clown. What a clown. So there we go, we got a win in the Lura. We played some of the Jagdtiger. We haven't seen the B2 for a while. Why don't we do the B2? In fact, do we have any stuff? I don't want to put a camouflage under B2. Let's go ahead and play the B2. It's been a while since we've seen that. And then that's probably going to do it for this series. Holy smokes. I can't believe I have 300 episodes of this, plus all the games I played on my own. This has been a fantastic... I have really loved playing this game, and I'm definitely still going to play it. Like I said, I'm still going to put out episodes They're probably going to be, you know, highlights once a week. Honestly, it's probably going to be a touch less than once a week because I'm a shift worker. I don't really have a 7-day week. I work like a 9-day week. So like one episode every 9 days. Like on my days off, I'll make one episode for World of Tanks. Is kind of how I'm thinking it's going to go. I'll play during the week. I may collect some footage, and then once per work week for me, which is every 9 days or so, and that can vary as well, but roughly every 9 days I'll put out an episode. Is how I think I'm going to do it, and we'll see how that goes. If you know, but again, if people want to see more or less or whatever, let me know. Always welcome feedback on my part. I really like knowing kind of what people think, what they like, what they don't like, and I'm certainly not afraid to adjust my plans accordingly. So there's only one artillery.
One of our tracks is damaged.
That was a horrible shot. That one wasn't much better. I mean, it was a little bit better, but it was much better.
Ricochet.
Is I can't even penetrate myself.
That one didn't go through. We didn't even scratch them. We didn't penetrate their armor. We didn't even scratch them. That one didn't go through.
Very sad.
Target acquired. Penetration.
I can't even penetrate myself.
Enemy armor is hit.
We did win on
Enemy
Corellia.
armor is damaged. Enemy armor is destroyed. Target acquired. Enemy is hit. Let's find another target. Enemy armor is hit. Penetration.
Slid behind a rock now? Yeah, he has.
Ready to fire. Enemy armor is damaged. I don't see the target. We're immobilized.
Oh, I didn't realize that enemies had come around behind me.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy is hit. Target acquired. Bail out. This vehicle
And then
is
T-40
hit.
got me. I don't know where a T-40 is. There's only so much you can do though. Once they outnumber you 6 by 6, right? It was 10-4 at the time. We were starting to get surrounded a little bit. There wasn't a lot we could do there. But we did get a win in our Jagdtiger. And there is an event going on right now, so... Well, this doesn't say it, but it did over here. I got quality oil, 100 octane gasoline, land lease oil, 105 octane oil, and remove speed governor. Bad, not bad. So only made $35,000. Wow. In these two tanks, I shouldn't say in these two, in the Ag Panther, I have been making like on average like $80,000 per win. So I'm very surprised that one was so low. Now, granted, I didn't really do much in that particular battle, right? We kind of were relegated to kind of in through the rear and whatnot, so we didn't do a heck of a lot. But there you go. The Lura, very fun tank to drive. I really enjoyed that. It was slow. The reload is slow, but it does seem to pack a punch. The armor doesn't seem so bad on it. I was expecting like paper thin, kind of typical German armor, but it wasn't so bad. Jagdtiger, I really enjoy the Jagdtiger. The reload rate is fantastic on it, and I find that makes for an excellent tank. Gonna play some more of these, but really for me, it's gonna be about earning money, So I'd like to get the wins on the Lura, the Jagdtiger, probably the E25, and basically any of my premium, like let's say tier 6 and up. So also the Fury and the SU-100Y, just to kind of make some money. Those are kind of I'm going to kind of focus on that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those 6 tanks for money. And then in between that, I'm going to go ahead and, are all these turned on? Oh, that's silly me, just turn them all off. It's the same effect. In between that is when I will work on doing basically this. Any normal tanks that have multi-XP, I'll kind of work my way through. Tank lines that you can expect to see me working on in highlights videos are the ones that we've kind of been going down. So down the KV1, we're going to take the KV1S and off to the IS-7. That tank line you can expect to see me working down. The medium tank line / light tank line through the Object 140, you can expect me to work on that. In the French tanks, French artillery, as well as French light tanks / medium tanks is a tank line you can expect to see me work down as well. Under the German tanks, the German heavies, through the VK36-1H down to the E100 is a tank line I definitely want to work on, as well as the tank destroyers down to the Waffenträger auf E100 is another tank line. Very interested in picking up some additional German tanks. I really like the way the German tanks play. Don't be surprised if you see me going down the Stug line. I'll probably pick up the Hetzer as well and have it in my stable as one of the tanks that I kind of go back to regularly and play. But yeah, the Hetzer and the Stug line is something I'd like to go down. Also, might be interesting, and you might see me go down the German light tank line down towards the Leopard. I definitely like faster tanks, so that might be fun as well. So there's some extra tank lines you haven't seen that I might work my way through. Under British tanks, I'm going to keep going down the medium tank line through the FV4202. The British artillery down to the Conqueror gun carrier is definitely a tank line I'm going to play. Thinking of picking up something else. I'm not quite sure what. Maybe down towards the FV215B, that might be interesting, through kind of the heavy tank line here, or maybe even British tank destroyers. A lot of these British tank destroyers look like they're a lot of fun to play as well, so that's another tank line I might pick up. For American tanks, through the M4 line, you know, we're working down there towards the, is it the T110? I think it was the M48 Patton I was going for, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken, but I might go for the T110E5 as well. Why not? We're going to get some cruise out of it, right, when the guys transfer over. Also working my way down the American turreted tank destroyer line. You know, so we're going to move in the Hellcat down to the T110E4. And something else I'd really like to go down would be kind of like the kind of scout, the scout-like line, I'll say. And I say that because you can see it's light tanks all the way up to tier 8, and then tier 9 it's medium, and tier 10 it's heavy. So they don't really finish off. The Patton would be the medium tank line there that we're working down. So medium, heavy, you know what? Americans, I'll probably end up working on everything. Similarly, the British, I'll probably work on a lot of everything. Germans, I wouldn't be surprised if I eventually just play every German tank in the game, because I really like the German tanks, as well as the kind of the history there. The French, the light tanks and the artillery are definitely two things I'm very interested in, but you might see me go down some of the French tank destroyers as well. The Foch is supposed to be really good. French heavy tanks, I don't know if I'll eventually go that way. I am really interested in playing the FCM 50T. We'll see if I end up picking that up at some point way down the road. I like that it's fast. It's a heavy tank, but it's fast. Pretty low damage, but higher rate of fire. Russians, a lot of these tanks I like as well, and again, the history behind them are nice, so don't be surprised if you see me expanding even more than I had already discussed. And who knows, maybe I will work down some Chinese and some Japanese tanks. But we will see. In any case, if you enjoyed this video or if you enjoyed the series, please leave a like. If you have any comments on what you'd like to see moving forward from me in terms of World of Tanks, if you think that, you know, one episode every 9 days is enough, if you just like me to sit down and do like maybe 2 episodes a week, where it's just like Phent Noobs was, where it's not highlights, it's not filtered, I just sit down, I'll just play and I'll record half an hour and then just show you raw footage from a half an hour of my gameplay for the week. I could totally do that as well. Honestly, I'm really open to suggestions. I just feel like the series, as it stands, no longer really fits the objective, so it was time to end it. If you just want to see more of exactly the same thing, I'm perfectly willing to do that as well. I just probably won't call it Phent Noobs anymore, even though I'm still a noob in several ways. I don't think the point of Phent noobs really exists anymore. It's kind of, we've advanced beyond that. In any case, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It really does help me out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. For now though, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.